The wordless transmission of Mahabodhisattva Avalokitesvara. Behold, my Monamakaya body discerned the compassionate presence of the great healer of mind and spirit through its firm abidance in the undivided light of the Blessed One. On its radiant forehead, appearing as if from seemingly nowhere, the great seal of right knowledge and right release was brought forth, revealing the true nature and power that seals the end of all suffering. From a singular point in its Dharma eye of undivided noble wisdom, there instantaneously arose in all 10 directions a magnificent mind field of undivided awareness power. This affected the present assembly with an inconceivable vision that empowered them to effortlessly discern the state of mind in every self-ignorant spirit that by its strong desire of embodiment, animated its own sentient being in this field, thus dooming itself to inevitable distress and suffering. Within this auspicious field there also arose a great multitude of demons that were formidable in size and terrifying in appearance. Like a dark muse singing an ancient narrative, they revealed their role of skillfully teaching their victims about the evil of embracing the various poisons of the body consciousness, and in so doing, they also revealed how they were a mediator of the Blessed One's compassion in this mission. Out of deep respect and reverence for the great Bodhisattva who stood before them, they prostrated themselves and eerily chanted a mantra of forgiveness for their necessary linkage to these deeds of great suffering. As this great revelation continued to unfold, there also arose a vast array of devas who were empowered to transcend whole galaxies in one single thought and thus create gates of singular energy nodes between these transstellar marvels. This astounding wonder was created merely through their ability to manipulate the awesome Bodhipower of that living principle signifying the unborn body of the Sugata. Due to this division into vibrative fabrics of time, energy and form, incalculable sentient beings thus appear by self-desired regenesis and ignorance of their true nature. Hence, these countless devas also knelt down and paid the great Bodhisattva homage by pleading forgiveness for their own role in aggravating such necessary deeds of untold suffrage. Verily, by the beginningless vow to deliver Bodhipower of incomparable wisdom and compassion, Avalokitesvara thus taught the complete penetration of the veil masking all illusions, thereby eradicating the saturating mist of all desires and revealing the unsoiled jewel and living principle behind all animate or inanimate phenomena. Indeed, this marvelous Bodhisattva was the supreme compassionate one of perfect wisdom, the one to whom anyone invoking faith in its supreme Dharma would instantly realize the awesome power preceding its name and hence would not perish in times of danger. Suddenly, from a point in the upper part of its radiant Monamakaya body, a vast amount of rays struck every present sage and bodhisattvas in this shining assembly hall, filling everyone with the first sweet drops of the wordless Dharma transmission. The mighty Avalokitesvara, now having the complete attention of all in this great spiritual sphere of its generated Buddha field, sat down and initiated the wordless Dharma that could be found as purely itself in 1,000 sutras. Blessed One and all who are present here with me, this is my wordless transmission. All these created realms, whether appearing as heavens or hells and believed to be inhabited or even existing as such on various levels by sentient beings, are mere apparitions of the skandhic mind. This is true whether they are experienced as rational or irrational worlds of certain predetermined conditions, or whether experienced as joyful or non-joyful, or experienced as razor-sharp realities of form awareness or void awareness, or even as various transparencies of embodied spiritual phenomena. All such dharmata are really nothing but inverted acts of the unborn mind. Because of this inversion and arisen dependence, they continue to shine forth due to a direct causal desire. The one mind of the unborn is originally and permanently uninverted, unborn in itself. It is directly linked through the dividing and embodying vibration known by all spirits as a casual desire body and consciousness. Thus we Bodhisattvas refer to each such embodied reflection of a dissonant or even awakened spirit as a sentient being. This is due to its lower formation of a desire body with the complete knowledge, blessed one, that there are actually no sentient beings to speak of in the absolute reality of the unborn. Because of this inverted antithesis of your truth, the one mind of the unborn is thus formed as a recording receptacle of the deluded spirit that, due to desire and ignorance, keeps filling this receptacle with temporal continuums, corporeal formations as well as vast myriad ideations of various qualities that miraculously appear, and by these same qualities produce the apparent actuality within this spirit of desire. Your true nature has thus been inverted and conformed into something self-empty, where your light is now divided and hence shines in two dialectical aspects and not one healing undivided truth. Given sufficient time within the cultivation of this empty ghost, a great no-self will emerge from the very nucleus of this self-ignorance. Being conceptually conjoined with all that it experiences, this no-self will self-identify and regenerate, in accordance with the infinite desires and assessments that are interdependently linked to it by the reckless empowerment of its self-ignorant master.